Hello everyone and welcome to my channel skyriseastro. Today we will look at the yearly predictions for the sign of Gemini for all of 2024. We will focus on the movements of the slow planets that slowly but decisively affect our lives. That is the position that will have this year Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Poseidon and Pluto. For the fast planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus and Mars, you can refer to my monthly predictions for each zodiac sign. I invite you to refer to this video during this year to see how much these predictions are coming true and how the slow-moving planets are slowly but surely affecting your life. So this is the card of your zodiac sign, Gemini. And the motto of the card is curiosity, intellect, and networking. Let's start with Jupiter, that this year until May, it will transit in Taurus in your 12th house. This is the card of Taurus, and the motto is trust, patience, and sensuality. And the motto of the 12th house is spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Nice. So, the 12th house, which ruling endings. This house covers the final stages of a project, tying up loose ends, completions, the afterlife, old age, and surrender. It's also associated with separation from society, institutions, hospitals, jails, hidden agendas, and secret enemies. And it rules the imagination, creativity, arts, film, dance, poetry, journals, and the subconscious mind. Until May, with this transit, Jupiter in the sign of Taurus, you may not receive any impressive benefits, but you are created the opportunity to find or discover through others useful things about work, health, or even certain relationships. However, it is considered a good time if you have been called into an apology, as you will be able to defend yourself without interference. Also, to make financial deals, especially under the table, to participate in business meetings, and even to find the right medical treatment if your partner has health problems, or to find the right people you need to work for you. But the most important message of this transit is that it enables you to fight any guilt and obsessions, and to see your relationships through the clear eyes of your soul. So, in the coming 5 months, when after that, when Jupiter will transit your own zodiac sign in Gemini, you will have the comfort of creating healthier relationships. And it's coming soon. Indeed, in the month of May, Jupiter will pass to your own sign in Gemini in your first house. This is the motto of the first house: individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Great. So the first house covers all first things: first impressions, the self and appearance, leadership, new initiatives, fresh starts, and beginnings. So this will be the year in which you will feel the optimism that everything will go according to plan, because you have more than enough people on your side. Even your enemies either admit your superiority or stop competing with you. This explains, for example, why your divorce is granted with ease, or why your adversary gives in, or the judiciary issues is ruling in your favor, and so on. However, your good fortune may also appear to you through a council or conference of a formal or substantive amendment from a court of auditors, a college, a competition, or from someone promoting an artistic project or a contract, perhaps even from a marriage proposal or a major proposal of cooperation. Let's go now to Saturn, that here it is, that will be for all the year on the sign of Pisces on your 10th house. Let's see the motto of the card of Saturn: full, restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. And the motto of the Pisces card is intimacy, intuition, and compassion. And your 10th house, is speaking about structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. Nice. So, the 10th house is at the very top and most public part of the horoscope chart. The 10th house governs structures, corporations, tradition, public image, fame, honors, achievements, awards, boundaries, rules, discipline, authority, fathers, and fatherhood. To be able to work this transit constructively, you must first of all overcome your insecurities. Believe in yourself and don't let the bad past disrupt you. Now, you should only see yourself in front of you in a successful social and professional position. So try to evaluate events correctly and especially not to chase things in different directions at the same time. Some events may cause you to feel that you are heading towards bankruptcy, especially that you may directly or indirectly lose your prestige, and of course you may be alarmed and anxious. But this is the main purpose of the mentioned transit, to gain experiences of maturity. Thus, in trying to cope with the obligations that arise, you gain a direct perception of them. In some cases you may lose, in others you may gain. But what is of greatest value is that you finally recognize how far you can stretch your foot, that is, your personal abilities and potential. Even in the event that you lose a privilege or one of your own, even then look at the issue calmly and realistically. What you will take away from this experience, you may not see it immediately, but gradually you will realize truths that you were unaware of or unwilling to accept, which will become your best advisors to have an even more decent life, socially and professionally. Let's move now to Uranus, that will stay for all the year in the sign of Taurus in your 9th house. Let's put it all here together. Okay, Uranus in Taurus in your 9th house. Let's see again. The motto of the Uranus card is radically change. The motto of the Taurus card: trust, patience, and sensuality. And the 9th house, here it is: spiritual growth. Nice. So, I apologize. This is one of my first videos, so I'm still learning. I try to make all things as more correctly as I can. So, Uranus in Taurus will transit your 12th house, not the house that I told you before. So, the 12th house: spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So, the 12th house rules the endings. This house covers the final stages of a project, tying up loose ends, completions, the afterlife, old age, and surrender. It's also associated with separation from society, institutions, hospitals, jails, hidden agendas, and secret enemies. And it rules the imagination, creativity, arts, film, dance, poetry, journals, and the subconscious mind. If you manage to decode the message of this transit and operate with all the rules dictated by the 12th house, at least as far as yourself is concerned, you will have no problem. The most important thing for you is not to get carried away into wrongdoing, but also not in the name of independence to do things that shock others and especially the very close environment. A simple example is abandoning your family and confining yourself, let's say, in a monastery or some other similar place. Or another case is to join paramilitary organizations, mobs, and so on. A risk also is confiscation after a court order, or the death of a relative by marriage. Unlike this, the same crossing can mean returning to your country or living as an immigrant or making a trip with a special mission of a highly confidential nature. Let's move now to Neptune, that is still transiting the sign of Pisces, and here it is, Neptune. The card is dream, the motto is dream and transcend. Pisces, let's see it again, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. And your 10th house, structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishment, and career. Here it is. Neptune in Pisces in your 10th house. Let's say it again. The 10th house governs structures, corporations, tradition, public image, fame, honors, achievements, awards, boundaries, rules, discipline, authority, fathers, and fatherhood. So, the Neptune represents two main areas of your life, your career and your social status. So you should be ready for anything. For example, to accept some recognition, even if conditional, and to tolerate situations which, if you don't catch up, may alter your social and professional profile. To a large extent, events, good and bad, although they may give the impression of being caused by other people, are in fact determined by your own behavior. So it is not enough to be flexible, which you usually are, you must also be responsible. There is a popular saying that the madman and power do that we want. And I recommend you to remember it throughout the mentioned transit, whether you exercise power or they exercise it. And because the concept of power in this particular case has extensions into your family life, mainly through your parents, Your public image may be directly influenced by your family environment, perhaps even by your partner's family. For example, a scandal involving a family member will have a similar impact on your social and perhaps professional life. However, there are other sensitive points of transit, like illnesses, damage to a property, the abuse of a job, your participation in a socialist democratic movement, the deliberate misrepresentation of the name of your business, or even your specialty, and so on. And of course, in any case, you should forget about intolerance tactics because you are most likely to get involved in serious adventures. Finally, let's move to Pluto. Here it is, transform, that for a few months this year will still transit the sign of Capricorn. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. In your 8th house, transformations, karma. Okay, legacies. Excuse me, but I need to put my glasses. So, Pluto is transiting Capricorn since 2006 and will still be in Capricorn in your 8th house for the month of January. And after that, again, for the last time from September until the end of November. The 8th house is a mysterious sector that rules birth, death, sex, transformation, mysteries, merged energies, and bonding at the deepest level. The 8th house also rules other people's property and money, like real estate, inheritances, investments, etc. Okay, so the first and most important change that maybe you have already experienced in the last years is your love life, your sex life. Here it is predicted that your love life will be restricted, perhaps on your own initiative, perhaps because something is happening to your love partner or organically in you that inhibits this activity, and so on. You may also suffer some professional loss with financial implications, or this loss or damage may be indirectly related to your work, such as, for example, if you need to replace your means of transport, the circumstances through which the replacement will have to be made may not be pleasant for you. You may also have problems with the workforce you employ in your business, at home, or even with people who work for you, such as consultants, repairmen, accountants, and so on. After that, on the end of January, Pluto will move in the sign of Aquarius. Originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings, okay, in your 9th house, spiritual growth, and will stay there from end of January until August, and after that for the next 20 years. So, the 9th house covers the higher mind, expansion, international and long-distance travel, foreign languages, inspiration, optimism, publishing, broadcasting, universities and higher education, luck, risk, adventure, gambling, religion, philosophy, morals, and ethics. So, This transit will bring a tremendous spiritual change in the people who will experience it, dear Gemini. Many will be those who will realize the value of knowledge, even if it is acquired empirically. So, some of you will seek knowledge through teachers, while some already advanced will utilize their knowledge by teaching others. But there are also people who will seek a better life in another country, or may decide to return to their own country or to combine their workplace with their residence. Others of you may develop or demolish abandoned properties or even find the culprits of a serious criminal damage to them. So please be careful. Thank you so much for watching this video about the 2024 Gemini predictions. I will be more than happy to see your feedback and comments. Please also subscribe to my channel so you can watch other interesting videos that are coming soon. And if you're interested for a personal reading, feel free to message me to the email address that you see on the description of the video, skyriseastro@gmail.com. Peace and love.